Hi, it's Mona. Today I'm working on a mini slimline scene using the White Wolf stamp set. First off, I stamped these charming images on Nina Solar White cardstock with jet black ink. Right after stamping, I heat set the ink with my trusty heat gun. Now it's coloring time. I pull out my Ohu alcohol markers for it. For the wolves, my choice is a muted palette of yellow-brown shades. I kick off the coloring with the darkest brown, focusing on the shadowy areas. Then I blend in a mid-tone brown and finally get a light brown. I repeat the process to create some beautiful contrast. For added depth in the white parts, I use a warm gray color, blending it away seamlessly with a colorless blender. For a finishing touch, I color the cheeks and ears with a subtle peach tone. Now let's talk about the tree. Here I opt a warm brown shade with orange undertones. This will play nicely with the blue card background I am planning. I lay down the darker lines first and blend them out with a mid-tone brown, followed by a lighter brown from the same color family. I repeat the process again and adding darker lines here and there. Moving on to rocks, I stick to a series of warm grays. I use the same technique starting with a dark shade, transitioning to a mid-tone, and finishing off with a light shade. Just a few more flicks on the tree to make it a bit darker for the night scene. Next up, highlights. I use a white pigment pen and white pencil to create sparkling accents on the images. These white highlights elevate your colored creation to a whole new level. Trust me, it's like a magic touch. After coloring these cute images, I go ahead and cut them out with their matching dies. Aren't they just adorable? Time to focus on the card base. I use large mini slimline stackables dies and white cardstock for this. For the hillside, I die cut a layer from blue Jay Cardstock using the large mini slimline stackables again. I make sure to run this through the stitched hillside border dies too, just to get those cute stitched hillside details along the edge. For clouds, I turn the peekaboo pop-up die set and create a few out of vellum. I quickly blend cheap sapphire and black soot distress oxide inks onto my hillside die cuts. For the grand background, I permanently adhere the circle from the nighttime sky stencil. My first layer of ink blending involves salvaged patina distress oxide ink to create a halo effect around the moon. I follow this with salty ocean, blueprint sketch, and finally chipped sapphire. I even add some splatters using clear water and white watercolor for extra texture and let it air dry. For the sentiment, I stamp it onto a piece of canned pumpkin cardstock using watermark ink and heat emboss it with white embossing powder. Once the splatter background is dry, I remove the moon mask and add details using salvaged patina distress oxide ink. Everything is ready now! I assemble the card by adhering the hillside first, followed by the intricately colored wolves and other elements. And there you have it, the final look of this moon scene card. For more details, please visit the blog. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!